In today's video, we're talking about the pros and cons of paid media and then finally cold email. So, first off, we're going to be jumping into what are the pros of paid media. First off, is you could have very precise targeting based on location, based on gender, based on age, based on interest. And this is perfect for B2C campaigns. If you're reaching out as an insurance agency, as a real estate agent, and you're looking for clients, ads could be the way that you want to go. From there, you have insight to real time analytics. And what's great about this is you could easily know if a campaign's working out or not. So if you want to put, let's just say $500, $1,000 of ad budget behind a campaign, you could typically shut it off if you're not seeing instant results. So we already covered that we could see instant results. But the next thing about it is whenever we want to scale a campaign, we don't necessarily have to like email, wait 3 weeks to get more infrastructure, get more domains, get more emails. We could simply update one field, which is your budget. And then if you want to double your campaign, you could typically reach out to way more people. You'll have more reach and more impressions. From there, for those that are creatives, what we're able to do is really lean in on your talent if you know how to make videos that are captivating. From there, it's really easy to split test. You could duplicate an ad, change the hook, duplicate the ad, change the call to action, and then after your initial ad and a few minor tweaks, you're able to have three unique ads that you can see exactly which one resonates with the market the best. Now, when it comes to cons, if you're not careful with your funnels, if you're not careful with your ad strategy, it's almost as if you're lighting money on fire, where your Facebook ad cost will be extremely high. And if you don't make minor tweaks to the ad and you don't constantly iterate on them, there's something called ad fatigue, where your ideal audience has seen your ad many times and it's just not simply working anymore. So your results are going to go decrease, and then your cost per acquisition is going to go increase over time. After that, if you're only reliant on, let's just say, Meta ads or Instagram ads, you're essentially dependent on a platform. And there starts to be business risk in the event that Meta changes a policy and then your ad category is no longer working on Meta or Instagram ads. From there, you always have to have a continuous budget. So you're fueling the beast, you're giving dollars to Zuck. And this is also just the expectation of paid media. However, it can be extremely effective. So when it comes to cold email, what are some pros? Typically, it is the lowest cost to acquire a client. And if you're reaching out to B2B business owners, B2B executives at mid-market enterprise companies, for the potential deal size, you're really only spending pennies to acquire um, clients that are, your ideal clients, and they could have LTVs of 50K, 100K, 200K, depending on the business or service you are offering. From there, you could have highly personalized messaging for the B2B business owners. What I mean by that is you're reaching out, you could scrape their LinkedIn profile, you could scrape their business, you could try and see if there's any type of AI messaging that could really support your outreach. And then from there, what happens is if the prospect does respond to you, you have direct access to their inbox. So you could go back and forth with them. You could respond back to the email threads a handful of times. If they're not getting back to you, again, be respectful here, but you do have that direct line of communication with that prospect. From there, your targeting is typically going to be if anybody responds to you from a cold email campaign and you already vetted the list, typically the prospects will be more qualified compared to Facebook ads. And then from there, you could also have the ability to track positive response rates. So, what are some cons? Google, Microsoft, Yahoo, they're always updating the spam filter. So there's frequently deliverability issues. Sometimes you'll have to swap out your entire infrastructure. So you'll have to get a whole new set of domains, a whole new set of email accounts, in case these email service providers do change their spam filters. From there, it's not out of the normal for people to get low response rates typically when they're starting out. So sometimes people will have, send thousands of emails, not get one positive response back. And I've heard this time and time and time again from different communities that I'm in. However, it is something that people can work on themselves with their offer, with their copy, with their calls to actions. from there. So it's hard to initially understand what gets responses, but once you know what works and what doesn't, typically cold email becomes kind of easy. So, what are the last 2 points for cons for cold email? It takes a lot of time. If you're not using a tool like Clay and you're trying to do manual outreach one by one, it's going to be an uphill battle for you because your competition, people that are fighting for your prospects' eyeballs in their inbox, they are using AI tools to do the research. They are using AI tools to create their copy. So if you're doing everything one by like manually, it's tough for you, and your results could be impacted. From there, you also do have limited tracking capabilities. So on my outreach campaigns right now, I don't track open rates, I only track response rates. But unlike Meta, where you're able to see exactly how many people click through a video, how many people click on your ad, go to the landing page, actually sign up and buy our services, where you have a full end to end sort of uh, visibility pipeline into who's actually engaging with your ads or not. When it comes to cold email, there's a lot less tracking capabilities. So this is the side by side comparison of pros and cons. If you like what you're seeing, feel free to comment below, and I'll see you on the next video. And please don't forget to subscribe. Helps a ton. See you soon. Bye bye.